Okay, today's topic is what is operating system. You have to know about the operating system. Now, at first you have to know what is OS, operating system. Operating system is a software which makes a computer to actually work. That means the operating system is the intermediary between the hardware and the user application softwares. The examples of the operating systems are various versions of Windows, Linux, Unix, and Mac OS. Now you have to know that what OS does. An operating system performs the basic tasks such as the controlling and allocating memory, prioritizing system requests, controlling input and output devices, facilitating networking, and managing file systems. Controlling and allocating memory means when the jobs or the processes are introduced to the systems, the operating systems controlling and allocating the memory allocations of the assigned jobs. Now, the prioritizing system requests means the jobs are situated in the main memory will be prioritized according to their priority, and the jobs are picked up from the main memory and assigned to the processor for their execution. The third point is the controlling input and output devices. That means if the devices we found that all devices, the input and output devices are controlled by the operating systems. The all input and output devices like scanner, printers, and all others, the modern electronic equipments which are attached to the computer systems, they are all functions of inputting data to the system and output and outputting the data from the system all over will be managed by the operating system. Now the fourth point is the facilitating networking means all the networking systems like all the protocols of networks will be managed by the operating system. That means all the protocols which are used for the networking functioning are controlled and managed by the help of operating system. And the last point is the managing the file system. We know that all the data, that means the instructions, all the programs, all data of the various types are resided in the computer system, and the data are stored in the file, and all files are stored in the directories. There are so many complicated files and directory systems which are managed and controlled by the operating system. Now this is the structure of the operating system. In this structure, which is depicted here, first we found that the core layer is the hardware layer. After that, we found that this is the operating system layer. After that, the layer is the system programs, and the outer or outmost layer of the systems is the application programs. That means users application programs. Now what happened? These layers are combinedly interact with themselves and perform the different tasks by the computer systems. Now, these four layers, the first layer is the hardware we found in the previous diagram. That is hardware we know that consists of CPU, main memory and all other I/O devices, etc. And the second layer is the software, that means the system software, that means the operating system, which includes all other instructions like the process management routines, memory management routines, I/O control routines, file management routines. And the third layer is the system programs, which are very familiar to us. That is, this layer consists of the compilers, assemblers, linkers, etc. And the outermost layers is the applications programs, that means users applications programs. That means all the softwares where we are going to use in our computer systems, which will be controlled by the operating systems, and which is considered all time is the outermost layers of the diagram. That is the users applications programs. That means our common, the daily use softwares. Now, the evaluations of OS is the went through the 7 major phases. The 6 of them significantly changed the OS in which users accessed computers through the open shop, batch processing, multi-programming, time sharing, personal computing, and distributed systems. Okay, here comes the two important word, that is multi-programming and the multitasking, which is very important and familiar for using of the operating system. That is concerned to the operating systems learning. What is the multi-programming? That is, multi-programming is a technique to execute number of programs simultaneously by a single processor. That means the system, the processor is one. There is a one single processor in the system, and there are so many jobs or so many programs which are at first now resided on the queue, the job queue. This after that, all the jobs are allocated to the main memory for their executions, and after that, one after one, job is picked up and good and thrown to the processor for their executions. And if some I/O interrupt happens in between the process executions, CPU then switches from one job to the another job. That means the CPU is not idle at any time. Okay, now this is the table where we found that the job 1 to job 5 are assigned simultaneously, sequentially, and the CPU executes all the jobs with the help of operating systems one after one. And at a time, all the 5 jobs are situated in the main memory, and all the jobs will be picked up one after one by the OS and switches and thrown to the CPU for executions. Advantages: the efficient memory utilization, throughput increases, CPU is never ideal, so performance increases. And the time sharing is nothing but the logical extensions of the multi-programming. Here, the total time span of the process executions is sliced over and is allocated specifically to the CPU, and all the programs will use the CPU time for their executions. And this is the time sharing systems, that means multitasking systems. Here examples is multi-service system. Thank you.